Twisting my words and bringing up the past, baby, you know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with this drama, I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promised that I would've never got involved if I knew I would get so attached. I promised that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Why is it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything. Anything that you asked for, you know that I had you. Know that you know I gave you everything. Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence, this time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about. If you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat. While you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything. Anything
I'm gonna set my stream up real quick. My page is always growing.
I'm sick of this back and forth start. It's starting to get contagious. I have to put the bridges out you burnt. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that. That's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact. Buzz you up so I can call that a baller. Come tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? French tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly with seats. Don't call me, you already know. I'm on the road and you for the streets.
It's a venue and a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. Dory Jackson now to return it. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
$300 in cash fast. Download the app so you don't miss out.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we ready.
Here's Brees on the ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it.
Oh, he got hit hard.
Lions have it. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partners. They take it away on the fumble. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches Kate love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole up on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Stafford now off the play fake. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. It's on target to Johnson. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. It's got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
They're going play action. Young. Shovel pass complete. It's a small gain up to the 38. All down that time by Jonathan Jones.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend,
Hey,
security
brother.
blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an
What's
extra
up?
bonus.
Out of the gun, Young. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the
Oh, no.
Lions take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Yeah, but it wouldn't let me link it to it.
First down from the 42. Sanders on the shotgun handoff. Into the second level past the 30. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's got 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
What happened, brother?
Out there, take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that
I don't know what
players are on
happened.
their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage too until some
But
resistance
yeah, it wouldn't let me
reappear.
my
Handoff here to
easy
Sanders.
start to it.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's
The
hold on the
total
stat sheet, but if you see a big
My
play on
82
the
card
ground
went
later on,
look
largely
to it.
because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Into a crowd, and a defender comes
Yeah, my
up with it.
82 cards went to my propel out.
And the Packers
We both
get
had
the
it.
football just short of their 20. That's the interception and return. Packers getting set here. First and 10.
Did you?
Yeah, come on.
Check and see if it's on the
Play
Walmart
action
yet.
now. Young.
Hold on.
Now this is intercepted.
Okay.
Back-to-back passes. And the
All right.
Lions get the
He
football as he makes
is,
his
oh my
third
God,
interception of this season.
Bryce Young is fucking terrible. I need John Elway,
Got the
man.
hourly rate because it took him just one play to answer interception.
Don't get him back till
Right
week
back
4.
Basically to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
They'll go for the gun with Sanders. Spins out of one side. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that was such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoop, here comes 2nd and 2. Here's Sanders once more. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that
Where did you get
many times
food
they
for
lose a bigger
Walmart?
payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn, ready for the field goal try. It's a 39-yarder from the left hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. That's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown moment.
Jackson now to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. All set to go now from the 35.
They don't give you your card number though.
Young on the play action.
All they have to do is
Over the middle. And he's short of the first after a wild
good
game.
enough.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. Creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On play action, here's Young. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A pickup of 17. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. Off the play fake, it's Young. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
To the air, yet again. Young sends this to the end zone. And the coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested. They knock it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, it's Young. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked up, Alex Singleton. And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season. First and 10 from the 32. This is Sanders headed left. And he gets some decent yardage there before they send him out. It's about 6, so we've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Higgins downfield, and he has it. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton.
Hey, Bryce, I'm about to down bench your ass.
Game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
This is going to make a difference.
No, bro, I'm going to go ahead and bench Bryce. I don't know. I just don't think he's it.
Down to the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's just not the guy defensively you'd ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Stafford now on 1st down. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame.
Are you trying, Tom?
As this game goes on, he's got half. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. With the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
A 41-yard attempt.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good than get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Packers take over 1st and 10.
Off defense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to work after throwing the pin. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll feed it to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Gain of 6. And the Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Ewers. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
From the shotgun, it's Ewers. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that set.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Sanders. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
1st down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Play action now for Stafford. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
You know, Kim, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On the move, headed right. This one to Andrews out right. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Now come up on 1st and 10. Sanders running dead ahead. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground. He is stopped at the line and has to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
And it be like, no more days, promo that. Lesson how they react when they get a loaded bag. Feel like an overstep. They always seem to know the facts. They know more about Rome than they ever will, but they never record back. And please tell me why they don't ever replay this on the spot. They did they won't look at the champ when they see the star.
And a nice game here, but it's
Go ahead and get pressed at the keys to the car.
now they're whistling for timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time.
We gon' be right here. And if they gon' say what he choose, man, but it's out here. They like you say
And he
that.
gets in, touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
The Lions
It's
take their lead with 3-score advantage. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Not having John Elway hurt.
Right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop
That's
him.
the whole reason why I drafted him, because he fits my damn scheme.
From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And his choice to leave that end zone going to cost him a chunk here. He's out shy of
These
that
other two
25-yard line.
quarterbacks don't fit it.
Packers getting
This
set
is
here.
going to be a
1st and
damn
10.
bad first 3 weeks.
Operating from the gun, it's Ewers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
This fucking sucks, bro. Like, can I just put in my? Can I please just put in down John Elway, please?
And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 18-yard line.
Out of the gun, Young. And they pick him off again. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
This is darn terrible, man.
Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So 2nd down coming up. They take the handoff now. Stafford. And someone steps in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Can we get something on the board, please, before halftime? We need it.
Offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
At their own 3-yard line.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Good hit on the ground here. It's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got to...
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Lions get it as he makes his 3rd interception this game.
He is just so terrible.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now off the play fake. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Packers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
We're watching a defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
He's going to tuck it and run. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. So it looks like it'll be second and maybe a yard as we come back, Brock, from our 2-minute warning. More from Lambeau after this. Young working from the gun. It's his running back. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
It's also 2. Brings up second and 12. Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Young. Short pass brought in. And he goes down a little short of the 40.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, but getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
The third down throw falls incomplete.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college games to the NFL game that there is a vast difference, and that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all
Can't
the
do
way up
shit,
the
man.
end
This
zone
damn
for a
quarterback,
touchdown.
man. That's why I got Bryce Young. I mean, that's why I got John Elway.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a complete
I picked him off like 3 times. I could have scored, but I just think you're a quarterback.
So that brings
Whoa.
up second down. I'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Trying the inside handoff to Sanders. He takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game.
Full damn week. That's a damn
All plays on the table
team.
here for 3rd and 3. Stafford buys time, rolling right. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Lions calling timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down now, ball at the 33. Stafford from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Rolling and takes a deep shot. Big gain downfield. At the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
That's okay.
T. Higgins, the touchdown.
By next time we play.
First thing you do as a quarterback.
We'll get that vengeance.
First thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties.
I mean, that's not said. That's gonna happen. This ain't got quarterback.
It's gonna be available because if it is, big plays can follow.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. And his choice to leave that end zone going to cost him a chunk here. He's out shy of that 25-yard line. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Young looking to throw. Checks it down to Hall. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down. Young. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They come through with a nice gain of 10.
Come on, can we get something before halftime? Come on now.
Packers, first down.
Young throwing here. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Taken in by Kirk right side. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard
To the air, yet again. Young. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here's Young to throw. Almost has 6, but can't find him in the end zone.
So we'll work with it. We gotta have something to work with going into halftime. We'll take 3. We gotta have something.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Packers 3. Youngway Goose set to kick off.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. He's going to get in there and knock that one away. Second down now after the incompletion.
So?
Small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness is still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First down, Lions.
Now a run by Sanders. A lot of space ahead. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Has a man on target to Johnson. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yes, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Running it after the penalty. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Completed to his running back. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
180.
Stafford now on first down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm?
He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. DeAndre Hopkins the touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions grow their lead yet again. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
It's a nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Young. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get it up to the 44.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that.
And they pick him off again.
Ross Jones just ain't got no fucking accuracy in his damn throws.
And the Lions take over as he ties the single-game record with 4 interceptions.
Oh, these are going to be some painful weeks.
Line this up, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Sanders. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Sanford. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. Oh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference.
So we're taking ass a little bit weak when I mean, yeah.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down inside
Maybe week 4, maybe we can start getting some wins under our belt. I just don't see it. With the quarterback that I got, I can't use either one of them.
Now, 1st and 10. Ready? Going play action. Young. On the left side. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Give Kirk another one. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 33.
Out of the gun, Young. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on 1st down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Connects with his back, Hall. And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this 3rd down, Brock, as this is out at least a few yards behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Young. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. The Packers send out their punting unit. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They pick the handoff now, Sanford. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. A run here with Sanders. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Throwing is Stafford on third. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Fourth down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. He found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
The Packers take over.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Oh no, they get him yet again. Jonathan Jones makes the play. And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and is clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Matthew Stafford the touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
How please just have my quarterback back? Jeez.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
If not, I'm going to probably have an 0-3 start.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Down. Ready.
Back to work after throwing the pick. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Young on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Drill. 52. Come on.
Shotgun snap now to Young. And they pick him off again. Jonathan Jones makes the play.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Stafford now off the play fake. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. 1st down now, ball at the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's got it along the sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds after looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Clean it over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down. Field goal attempts coming now from Young Hui Koo. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Ready.
Play action now for Stafford. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Packers get it back on the final play of the quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Packers with the football and a chance to, they'll do some window dressing here in the 4th. All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go now. Black, 95. Hut, hut.
First down, Young. They'll get this over the middle to Kirk. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard
Here we go.
line.
45, one, set, go.
On play action, here's Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the Lions' 24-yard line.
Set. 60 red. 60 red. Ready?
Young throwing here. Quick slant here to Kirk. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Blue, 32. Hut.
On 3rd down, it's Young. He's going to run for it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He couldn't get anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stings.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5.
Ready, ready. 33, yellow. Set.
Now it's Young. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. 3rd and goal, the offense hoping something can finally go right here.
Come on, set. Set.
Young to throw it. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and goal. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slate, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
We go right back to Sanders. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
50, green. Ready.
2nd and 10 now. Young's going to try again. This one's caught. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with a touchdown. The Packers parlay the interception into points. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends.
Close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers take 7 points off the deficit. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Chased out to his right. Stafford is hit. The ball is out. Packers pick it up. Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Ready?
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And And they get this down to the 28. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
First and 10.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. He has all day back there. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down.
Down.
3rd and long for him here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. A couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Punting unit out now. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down.
They'll run with Sanders. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. They show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. They're going to pass it here. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Stafford is hit. The ball is out. And the Packers secure it. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. He couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kate, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have 2 hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. And this defense, well, they took advantage.
Koo on now for the extra point.
For the point after.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Stafford finds his fullback. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, "Do you have a tight end with his hand on the ground?" "Yes, coach." "Do you have a fullback still on your roster?" "Yes, coach." "Then you're going to be just fine."
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Look at that power. Deep left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he nearly gets them into the red zone. He's down at the 22. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Official signaling for a timeout, and with 5 seconds remaining, just one last play left in this one.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they could check that box.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Now Stafford to throw. And they pick him off again. Jalen Thompson makes the play. And the Packers make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So the Lions get the win on the road. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from